It could go as high as 50% of the entirety of voters eligible to vote here in the United States. That might not sound all that much in other countries. Here in the United States, that's a lot. This time around, early voting is being encouraged by pretty much all the candidates, at least in the states where it's possible, because it's not possible in all 50 states. Early voting is up where there are competitive races, and we know that nationwide it is young voters who have voted early en masse so far. Sometimes it's worth taking a look at just the one individual state, just to see how big this early voting turnout really is. And as an example, we'll use Texas, the largest state in the union, with a very, very competitive Senate race between Ted Cruz on the Republican side, the incumbent, and Beto O'Rourke, his competitor on the Democratic side. Now, early voting in Texas has now reached the total of all votes that were cast in the midterm elections in 2014, the last time there was a midterm election. Those are very impressive numbers. Young voters are coming out in force, independents, Latinos as well. That will please Democrats, because those are the voters they will want to have on their side. With higher vote turnout, though, also comes one problem. It means that the polls that might have been done before or during that early voting, they might be that little bit wrong. We'll have to wait and see. In theory, 2016 should have been the end of us believing any political polls, because pretty much all of them got everything wrong. But let me just give you an idea of where things stand in most polls. They predict largely across the board that Democrats will retake the House of Representatives by a small margin, but they won't have enough votes on their hands to get the Senate back, which would stay in Republican hands, with the Republicans possibly even adding one seat to their total.
Philip Crowther there with the first of the migrants.